Naruto 588. I really like this chapter quite a bit. Spoilers if you haven't already read it, please go read it. Uh, let's go ahead and right in the beginning here. The whole thing, Itachi is, well, we don't know if what he's doing with Yamamoto is going to work yet, but what he's doing with his brother, it seems that he realizes that he isn't going to be able to change his brother. Okay, he's leaving that up to Naruto. And what is clear to me, okay, my read on this, is the one person now Naruto's been able to change a lot of people's hearts and minds through this, but the one person that really doesn't, since childhood, doesn't respect Naruto is Sasuke. And the one person that, in my opinion, that really could have changed Sasuke, that he really respects and still respects, is Itachi. And I think that Itachi just doesn't, he's sitting there explaining stuff to Sasuke, but instead of having like this big brother, little brother discussion that they should be having, Itachi is basically just entrusting Naruto to do. This isn't going to work. In my opinion, I've expressed this before, this is not going to work. If there's one person in the entire world of Naruto that isn't going to be converted, changed, get a change of heart or mind from Naruto, it's Sasuke. So I think Itachi, once again, brilliant. Itachi's been brilliant, but let's just remember, pretty much about everything about his brother he's been wrong on. Okay, pretty much everything he's pretty much been wrong about, and Sasuke hasn't followed. Sasuke has not taken the path. He keeps going off in the opposite direction of what Itachi wants. I mean, to be perfectly honest, it just keeps happening. So I think this is one more example of where Itachi's just really, really messing up. But anyway, so we get to the point. The Edo Tensei is going to be. It looks like it's going to be taken down, but there's still wild cards out there. Anko, Yamamoto, they're still out there. Is this something that Kabuto can somehow use them to break out of this, or is he? I mean, there's still wild cards. So it was stopped at a very good. This is really where you want to stop it at. So it's really good. I really appreciate that. The way it was handled, because we don't know. So we don't know when and if or how the Edo Tensei is going to be brought down. And then a lot of people, including myself, have wanted to see the cages against Madara. And we absolutely got to see this. So for me, this was a really, really, really good chapter. A lot of combat, a lot of action to see. That was really, really good. And you do get to see, like I said, this is the only way you're going to get to see the cages, going on like this. So this is just fantastic. But so we've already got two big cliffhangers, right? We've got what's going to happen with Sasuke, and then what's the deal with Edo Tensei and Kabuto. And then we, of course, for me, the cliffhanger isn't, will the 5 cages defeat Madara? Because even at the end, you've already read it, as I have. So even at the end, you're saying they're not going to, you're not going to seal this guy. This guy isn't, this is a souped up Madara. That's with the whole Edo Tensei. There's just, so anyway, and of course it doesn't work, but because it doesn't work, the worst possible misfortune, the Susanoo's perfect form. So Madara's going to, he's showing him yet something else. So this was, like I say, this was a really good chapter, but the whole thing, I like watching the action, the cages against Madara, but let's be honest, they're not going to beat him. So while I enjoy seeing the action, we all know how this is going to go. It's probably going to Tensei is going to get dropped and it's going to save him. But here's the real cliffhanger: who's going to die? Which of the cages, or in multiple? Maybe there's a you know, more than one that's going to die. Okay, which that could very well happen. And if you're into the idea that Naruto is going to become Kage, then yeah, okay. So you see what has to happen. But I don't know. It's so anyway. Those are the points. It was for me. There was a lot more. There's more you could get into, but that was really, it was more of an action chapter. Um, and still, one of the things that I carry away from me is still the thing with Itachi, which you kind of knew was going to happen anyhow, right? I mean, his plan is to get the Edothetalker dropped into, and to, and what was interesting to me is he said it. He actually verbalized, "I'm basically going to let Naruto, change and convert you." Which, I mean, that was, I mean, really, Itachi. But anyway, so anyway, it was, for me, it was a very, very good chapter. I enjoyed it, but I'm still going to be thinking about Itachi. I think you're just messing up one more time with this, even though you're a genius and you're an awesome character, and you've been able to. I mean, well, I don't want to go too far into this, but the whole thing with Itachi is being, evil and really good and really dedicated and this and that and brainwashed and gifted and really, I mean, all these things combined in one character. Itachi to me is definitely the most. He's been the most interesting. People can like a character or dislike him, but for me the most interesting was Itachi, and also discussions on the internet about him get really complicated. All the stuff that was he. I think now people are probably a little more inclined to see him as the victim. I mean, we're especially at the point to where they're at now, because he's seen, hey, I wish I would have done, basically the things that I did. I didn't understand what was going on. So, but for a large part of it, people have been debating: is he a bad guy? Is he a good guy? Is he, whatever. But anyway, it's been a very interesting chapter. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. All right, this has been. It's been a lot of fun for me. This is one of the, it's a lot of action, a lot of fun. If you want to, please give me a thumbs up. That would be very nice. I really would appreciate it. If you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. You can always change your mind. You can always do anything that you want to. Until next time, take care.